Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am your English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the reading portion of Unit 14, that is, interrupted continuous action. So, let's begin. So, we are going to start the Unit 14, that is, talking about the past. We have a short story and we are going to find out why Pabitra left the home and came back again. And the title of the story is Reunion of the Family. Reunion of the Family. So let's start reading. Grandma, Grandma, yelled Dinesh. Pavitra looked around and said, I am here, Kanchu. Dinesh was perplexed when he saw his grandma packing so many bags. Where are you going, Grandma? Pavitra looked at her 8-year-old grandson. Your uncle's house. Are you going for a long time there? Asked Dinesh. Pavitra didn't reply but continued packing her things. At the moment his mother Junkiri arrived, looking very stressed. Go to your room and check whether you have completed your homework. Don't disturb Grandma, she said, staring at him. Dinesh went to his room. He was scared of his mother when she was in a serious mood. After an hour, she called a taxi and loaded it with her luggage. Where are you, Kanchu? Come here, I'm leaving. No sooner had he approached than she kissed and squeezed him tightly, put some money in his hand and got into the taxi. Grandma, when will you come back? Dinesh shouted as he vanished into the crowded city in the taxi. His question remained unanswered. He turned to his father Jairam and said, Daddy, stop her, or let me go with her. Why hasn't she taken me? When will she come back? Jairam held his hand, entered the room, and said, She has gone to your uncle's house. How could she take you with her? You should be anxious about your study and exam. I don't know when she'll come back. Grandma loved Dinesh very much. He used to sleep in her lap playing with her grey hair and caressing her wrinkled face. She used to tell wonderful stories at his bedtime. She was a good storyteller. How could he forget her? In her absence, when his school had holidays, Dinesh mostly spent the day with Binita, a middle-aged woman who worked as a housekeeper for more than 20 years for his family. Her slim body with straight long hair, dimple on right cheek, pointed nose and big black eyes, oval face with white skin and sweet polite nature made her fascinating and loving too. Everyone in the family called her Nani. She used to take good care of him. That afternoon after school, Binita was giving Dinesh his food. They were alone in the house. Nani, why has Grandma gone to her younger son's house? Why did she take so many bags? Will she come back? Asked Kanchu. I can't really say, Kanchu. I only know that she won't be coming back in the near future. But why, Nani? Doesn't she love me? Of course she does. I can't answer this question, she replied. No, you have to answer it. If not, I won't have any food. Nani looked at Dinesh's innocent face and said, Okay, I'll tell you, but you've to promise that you won't tell your parents. If they know, they'll berate me. Promise, Nani, I won't tell anyone. Our family was a happy family. There was only laughter in the family. Everyone envied our family, but it did not last long when your grandpa passed away 5 years ago. Your grandmother started feeling that your parents paid no heed to her. Last night while you were sleeping, there were arguments. Why? He said. I think there are various reasons. Grandma with age is getting quick-tempered. Your daddy is busy at his business and your mom has to prepare documents on the computer for the next day. Due to their busy schedule, they did not have time to share each other's problems, said Nani. Last night when your daddy arrived late night, Grandma said, Why are you late nowadays? You neither pay attention to me nor to Kanchu. I don't want to see you late again. He got angry and said, Don't bother me. I have to handle so many things. Do you think I am a nuisance? I don't like to live with you any longer. I'll go to my younger son's house tomorrow, she said. Didn't my mom say anything? Nani gestured. Your mom was furious too. She just added, If you leave us now, never try to come back. Dinesh's eyes filled with tears. I'll never forgive my daddy and mom for this. Kanchu, you shouldn't say so. It's unfair. Remember what you promised before. Keep to your word. It's not only your parents' fault, it's hers too. The fault is on both sides. 6 months passed. Grandma would sometimes ring up and talk to Dinesh. As soon as he said, "When are you coming, Grandma?" she would quickly change the subject and start talking about something else. Last Monday, 15 days before his final examination of grade 3, his parents called him to their room. "Dinesh, you've already scored distinction, but this time I want you to get the first rank," said Jairam. His mom also added, "According to your class teacher, you can, if you put a little bit more effort. If you top the list, I will give you a prize, something which you desperately want," Jairam said. "Okay, Daddy and Mom," Dinesh replied. Dinesh put his full effort into his study. He took his exam. The result came out after 30 days. His parents did not have any words to express their happiness when they found he was second in his class. While they were returning home after collecting the results, they bought a tablet and put it in Dinesh's room. As soon as he came home after playing with his friends, they said, "Congratulations, Kanchu. You have been second. We've a surprise for you. Let's go in." "But Daddy, I did not come first in the class." "It doesn't matter, Kanchu. You did a lot. Next time we are sure you can top the list." "Thank you, Daddy and Mom. Let's go in." Both entered the room. Jairam said, "Here's your surprise gift." In front of his eyes was a tablet. Junkiri, who was ready to capture his happiness in her camera, stopped when she noticed Dinesh staring at the tablet with a strange expression on his face. "What's wrong with my Kanchu? Don't you like it?" Junkiri and Jairam gazed at each other. I thought it was Grandma in the room," said Dinesh and walked out of the room. Puzzled, Junkiri and Jairam gazed at each other. A week later, Junkiri took a half-day leave from her office and came home, and Jairam went to bring his mom back. "Sorry, Ma, we made a big mistake. Let's go home. Your Kanchu is waiting for you. He always grumbles, 'When is my grandma coming?'" said Jairam. As Jairam talked about Kanchu, she forgot the past and came home at once. When Dinesh came back from school, he opened the door as usual. He could not believe his eyes when he saw his grandmother standing and spreading her arms. He threw his school bag down, rushed into her arms. "Grandma," he said, and embraced her. Nani, Jairam and Junkiri were watching the scene, and their eyes filled with tears of happiness. Later in the evening, while they were all sitting and having their supper, Grandma said to Dinesh, "Kanchu, when we adults sometimes behave like children, God uses little ones like you to teach us a lesson." "Does it mean you will never leave me again, Grandma?" "Indeed, Kanchu, I'll never leave you again." Jairam cuddled him and said, "Without you, how can we be united?" So it's a happy ending. So that was the end of reading section. Now let's go to the exercises. The first one is called vocab or vocabulary in use. Now I'm going to write some definitions and you can find out the correct words and phrases. So these are the first three phrases. The first one is looking at something, somebody for a long time. What is the word? It is gazed. The second one is shouted. What is the word? The synonym word, yelled. The third one is disappeared. What could be its synonym? It is vanished. So these are three more words. What could be the synonym of the word died? It is passed away. Very good. What could be the synonym of the word attention? It is heed. What could be the synonym of the word held each other tightly? It is cuddled. Cuddled. Now let's go to the other section. In this section, you are going to find out the unfamiliar words and you are going to use them in sentences. Like the first one is done for you. The word is perplexed. Its meaning is confused. And the sentence is, "I was perplexed when I saw my old friend in Dolpa." Now the word for you is cuddled. The synonym is held each other tightly. Now can you make a sentence? The mother cuddled her son The mother cuddled her son and said, I love you. So this is one of those sentences. Can you try making some other sentences by using the words like gaze, yelled, vanished, passed away, heat? I think you can. So I'm leaving this section to you. Let's go to another section which is called question answer. There are some questions like, who is leaving the house? And this is a very easy question. Who demands only one answer. So who is leaving? Pabitra. Yep, so Pabitra, the grandmother. Pabitra, the grandmother, is leaving the house. Very easy. Let's go to some other questions. The second question is how many members were there? So very easy, 3 members. Let's go to a better question. Why did Pavitra leave the house? Now why question is a bit tricky. It demands more answer. Now this why is a bit tricky. Why did she leave the house? Because the parents were not paying. So the answer could be the parents were not paying. Parents were not paying enough attention to her. Also, she had some arguments. She had some arguments with them. So these could be the possible answers. Parents were not paying enough attention to her, or she had some arguments with her. Alright? So you can compose an answer from there. Let's go to some other questions. We have questions like, why were Nani, Jairam and Junagiri's eyes filled with tears of happiness? Now that one is relatively easy. Now let's find out a tricky question. This is a bit interesting and tricky. What message did you get from the story? So what message? What is the moral of the story? What does the story teach? It teaches us that family can be happy only in unison. Family can be happy only in unison. Arguments for the sake of arguments. Arguments for the sake of arguments are awful. Alright? So these could be the lessons. Arguments for the sake of arguments could be awful. Family can only be happy in unison. Together we stand. Alone we fall apart. Something like that. Reunion of the family is necessary. Something like that. With that, we have come to the end of today's class. Now I'm going to give you some homework as usual. So this is your homework. I want you to write a paragraph about your grandmother. If you have not met her, ask your parents what she was like and write about her. So this is what we call describing people. Now I want you to describe about her. How was she like? What things did she do? What did she like? Everything like that. Can you do that? So this is your homework. With that, we have come to the end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding this video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.